Hi everyone, this is Mr. Neil Writers here, also known as the Wax Whisperer. Thank you for joining me in my latest video. I have here a compilation of a couple of clients who attended with very dry, sticky earwax and dead skin ribbons. So this is patient number one. We're just treating their left ear. And as you can see, I'm just performing microsuction in the first instance. And this skin and wax, it's quite sticky. It's adhered itself to the lateral canal wall, so we're near the entrance here. And what I'm trying to do with the suction probe there was just to detach it from the side canal walls. However, given the consistency, I've decided to revert to a St. Bart's ear hook, and I'm just trying to embed the hook into the core of this very sticky wax and dry skin. As you can see, it's just coming away. It's got like a toffee-like consistency. And I've just released this larger piece of wax and dry skin, but the rear end is attached itself to the canal wall. So what I want to now do is just slowly but surely just peel this away. And I just thought I'll use the hook because the hook is already in my possession, and I'm just trying to detach this. And I'm just trying to get underneath. You can see the skin, you can see the structure, the ribbon nature of it. And it's just skin that, where in the majority of us would naturally migrate out of the ear on its own accord. So as the skin that lines the ear canal dies and is replaced by another layer of skin, the ear should naturally expel the dead skin out of the ear, and it does so in a conveyor belt motion. So the skin slowly moves sideways out of the ear at a rate between 1.5 and 3 millimeters a month. The rate of migration of the dead skin is similar to the growth rate of our fingernails, so it's not too dissimilar. And you can see there, I'm just trying to entangle the dead skin. I'm just trying to get the hook and coil it around. I was tempted at this point just to reach out for the forceps, but truth be told, in the moment, I'm going to actually just grip onto this dead skin with my fingertips because it was hanging out the ear, and I couldn't. There's no need for the forceps to do that. You can see it's literally hanging out there. Just got the fingertips, and I managed to gently pull it out. So we're just going back in. You can see where the skin had detached itself from, but mid canal. You can see it's slightly red there. Eardrum, it was intact, albeit a bit dull, minus a light reflex. A healthy eardrum typically should reflect the torch, the light source that we're using. And you can see that on the eardrum itself. We call it the cone of light. And it's always a good indicator of a healthy eardrum. So that's the skin reel. You can see it just measures in around 3.5 centimeters. So it's quite a substantial piece. So this is patient 2. They have, again, earwax, probably a higher concentration of earwax compared to patient 1. But again, they've got this dead skin. You can see it here at the bottom that I'm just trying to detach. I think I just put some medical grade olive oil in straight away. Patient is a regular patient, so I do keep notes of each patient and what works. And with this patient, we always have to revert to using some olive oil spray just to help soften this wax and dead skin. And again, I'm just slowly bringing this skin ribbon out of the ear, and I'm just working the skin. I'm just going up and down. And you can see it's come out in a large plug there. So this wax and dead skin is a bit more medial, a bit deeper in the ear. It's a bit darker, so it's oxidized. It's been there for longer. And I've just reverted back to the microsuction probe here for a moment. I'm just going to try and detach this skin. I think I'm going to use a St. Bart's ear hook actually to get in and behind this plug of darkened wax and skin. The patient's ear canal, there's a dip near the entrance, and then it goes back up again. So you've got a downward slope followed by an upward slope. So it's almost like a valley in there, which means that as I'm bringing this plug out, I have to come down with the plug and then up so it comes out of the ear canal. They do have quite a bendy, twisty ear canal as well. So I'm just using the endoscope just to stretch the back part of the ear canal wide ajar. So the endoscope serves as a doorstop, if you like, and also, of course, the visualization method, so we can see this wax safely as we attempt to remove it. Because it's quite a dry piece of wax and dead skin, it's a bit more difficult to get a suction grip. So the key is just to hover over the surface. If you try and force a suction grip, you're going to be pushing this further in. You're going to further embed this. So You just want to hover over the top. So I've managed to leverage this out just past the second bend, in between the first and second bend. We call this area the isthmus. This is the narrowest part of the ear in between the first and second bends of the ear canal. So our ear canal takes the shape of a sigmoid, so an S bend. And we got a bend about 0.5 centimetre into the ear canal, and then a further one about 1 centimetre in. That's the patient's eardrum, nice and healthy. You managed to remove that. I'm just going to mop up around the edge now. So just using a Jobson horn. And you can see how the skin, when you got dead skin, one of the characteristics of dead skin keratin is the glossy nature of it. And with this piece of skin that's attached to the Jobson horn, it's also translucent. You can see through it. So this is the same patient. This is their left ear. Again, I've just used some medical grade olive oil spray. I use the brand called Clear. It's I actually work alongside Clear. I do have to declare any conflict of interest. So I'm their healthcare advisor, and if you're interested in purchasing the Clear olive oil medical grade spray, so it comes in a spray format, so easy to use. The link is in the description. Please note we only ship to the UK. So again, you get a huge skid rimmer there, and attached to the end with some earwax. It's like an onion. This ear, we're trying to peel away all the skin layers, just like an onion. So the eardrum is in the distance. I can just see the back part of the eardrum, even though the endoscope's not in the ear. I can just about visualize the back part of the eardrum. I would say this ear is a bit more narrower and bendy. So the obstruction's gone, and I'm just mopping up. I'm going to spend a bit of time just at the entrance, just trying to get rid of the skin. Although the skin won't impact and impede the patient's hearing, whilst we're here, let's try and just remove as much as we can. We're working on the cartilaginous portion, so there's no risk of traumatizing the inner 2/3, the bony part of the ear canal. So if we're on the bony part of the ear canal, I wouldn't be using the Jobson horn in the manner that I am, because that would be very uncomfortable for the patient if I did. And that's because the inner 2/3, the bony part of the ear canal, is only lined by a very thin layer of skin, which is less than 0.1 millimeters in thickness, whereas the skin that lines the cartilaginous portion, so the outer third of the ear canal, is about 1 millimeter in thickness, and it's got 3 membranes. It's got the epidermis layer, similar to the skin that lines the inner 2/3. It's got a dermis layer and a subcutaneous layer, which contains insulating fat, so it provides a buffer effect. I think I accidentally deleted the end view of the eardrum on that patient's ear. I do apologise. I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Take care, keep well, speak soon. Bye.